Happy birthday, Nick.
Finished.
God damn it. Welcome in, everyone. Bree's trying to do
Many
some
happy returns,
Duolingo.
Crumpet.
I'm gonna shoot an owl. Just actively. One owl for every minute that Bree is late because of the Duolingo. Welcome in, everyone.
No.
Bree just has to do the whole session in Welsh now, you know. I don't make the rules.
Welcome in, everyone,
No.
to the Guild of Icons
This'll kill me.
Adventures. It's Level Up Advanced 5th Edition actual play, the only one that is on the internet, other than the others that might exist. I don't know. If there are any others, please send me them, because I would like to also watch some, as opposed to just being in all of them. And yeah, well, I don't know where I'm going with this. It's hot. I'm going to hand it over to Pixel.
And I'm gonna take it. And I'm gonna ask if anybody wants inspiration.
I think I still got it from last session, actually.
I could use it.
Well, have you done enough Duolingo to earn inspiration?
Do the recap in Welsh.
Yeah, do the recap in Welsh.
Well, we.
I don't know
I don't-
about Welsh.
To be honest, none of us will know. There's only one person who could be watching that would know.
And this would know and they would kill me.
I think you're vastly overestimating our viewership in Wales. All right. Well then, Fee, what happened last time on the Guild of Icons? Adventures.
Last time on the Guild of Icon Adventures, they escaped the World of Dreams, where they met their hero. But did they also meet themselves?
Categorically, you kind of went into the world of dreams.
Yeah, so basically, I believe we started in the tower, trying to find a way into the World of Dreams. Then Felix, of all people, stepped up, pulled out some incense that let everyone dream lucidly, and basically explained that everyone had to find their way from their dream into the sort of deeper dream. And also gave us some bells to find each other. Let's see. Inoltrare was chased by a rain of boots into a cave. What did he find in the cave?
The
yeah,
cave is
he found-
oriented.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, that's well, yeah, my bad. Yep, Inoltrare found himself in the city itself, but not as he remembered it. He met himself, who told him he was Inoltrare, who lives in Korakii, and his parents abandoned him.
They sure did.
He met V. Yeah, he met V, who told him he is Inoltrare, who lives in Korakii, and his parents abandoned him.
The most depressing
When he was
children's
young, by the
book.
way.
It's like the very depressed caterpillar who just keeps meeting people who just keep telling him he was abandoned.
The
Then
next man told him.
Inoltrare met so-and-so who
Repeatedly.
said...
In Aetos, there were two books: The Very Angry Paladin and The Very Depressed Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. After some sort of trials and tribulations, and well, literally being attacked by himself and his cat.
There was also
Yeah,
fire.
fire. Yeah. He sort of intuited that someone was trying to convince him to give up looking for his parents or leaving the city, and he found his way into the deep dream. Meanwhile, sorry, Ben, what was your character's name again?
Nimbus.
Nimbus, that was it.
Don't worry, it'll stick eventually.
Yeah. I'm very bad with
Some time
names.
for him to
It's-
disappear into the oh fuck, the astral plane.
Gradually,
Yeah, just
the
that's
more
Nick.
you ask, you'll get like just little fragments of the memory lodged in your head, and over time they'll build up some sort of cumulonimbus.
Boo.
Get out.
That was bad. I feel bad.
Hey. So, Nimbus found themselves in the astral plane, except not the astral plane because it was just a dream. And they actually met Felix there. He helped them navigate, find a bunch of magical items, look through portals, and eventually find their way to the deep dream. And Fee themselves woke up in a comic book where they were the assistant of their favourite hero, Grim Shadows. And after some sort of superhero antics involving interrogating a mook and going to the abandoned bear trap factory, Fee narrowly managed to avoid being captured by the pheasant. And subsequently, after a brief fight, made it to a portal that led to the deeper dream, but not before they were badly injured and basically keeled over. Whereupon they were found by Inoltrare and Nimbus. And it then started raining boots, and they all made their way to a cave.
Yep, and you know what? We're retconning it right now because that's a cooler name than Dream Plane. It's called the Deep Dream now.
Oh,
Okay.
That's cool.
I don't know where I got Deep Dream from then.
It is Google's original AI image generation tool.
Oh no.
The one that made everything dogs. If you remember that one? When it tried to make everything dogs?
Well, you know, we're retconning it right now. It's called the Dream Plane. Deep Dream was not as cool. All right, so yes, you all huddled into a cave to escape the giant falling boots. And they're still falling out there. Occasionally, every so often, you will hear and or feel a thud.
It's like rain.
Yeah, it's like rain for your soul.
Oh,
Possibly your
no.
tongue.
Oh, dear.
Thankfully, the cave is illuminated by some nice glowing flowers.
I imagine Nimbus every now and again just goes out and collects some boots and brings them in and starts like making furniture out of them. Like a bed out of boots. Cozy in here, isn't it? It's like my home. Grew up in a cave.
I wonder if any of these boots will fit me.
Oh no, they're
Wait, are these giant
way
boots
too
or are they
big.
normal sized boots?
They're really big boots.
Nimbus has brought back in one and is going to become the old Zevite who lived in a shoe.
He's just like putting it on like a
Maybe.
sleeping bag.
No, careful!
got
It
enough-
won't fit you.
Maybe if I wore enough socks.
I would like to use my fashion sense to criticize Nimbus's choice of footwear right now.
Sorry, hang on. Are you telling me that Inoltrare's fear of giant boots thus far has not been because he's afraid he will get squished by them, but because they won't fit anyone?
No, it is definitely because he's afraid of being squished by them. It is absolutely a manifestation of his fear of crowds and being like trampled to death in a crowd, but at the same
Good.
time...
Just making sure that we weren't in Raynar Bogcleave's dream.
He'll try anything to stop you.
Okay, I'm just going to put something in the chat. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to worry
Darling,
about
there's
it.
such a thing as heels that are too high.
That's Fee right now.
Oh, in our private Discord chat where even less people can be privy to the joke.
Hang on, I'm
Yep.
working on it. I'll get it on there for everyone.
No, Nintendo will sue us.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, wait.
If Nintendo were going
Hang
to
on.
sue us, they'd do it already.
Oh, wait. No, I found the original version of that meme. That's even
Oh,
better.
no, not the barefoot one. We don't need that.
No, it's not. It's... There we go. Just look up the big boot Kirby meme. You've all seen it.
I think I prefer the cow Kirby, the Cowby one. There's something very yeehaw about that.
You know, of the things I could imagine Kirby saying, yeehaw is not one I can conceive with my mind.
I can imagine Kirby saying shit.
Yeah, that happens in the new Smash Brothers.
There we go. That's on the screen permanently now.
Oh no.
It's one of them
We
heat
might
stroke
need that.
streams.
So I presume that you've all taken a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm
Got
taking a
your
long
health.
rest. Thanks to Inoltrare's immediate interlude.
I've inherited a game that is so difficult to balance encounters around.
Yeah. The wizard whose primary thing is like having very limited but extremely powerful resources is not in any way limited.
And the player who can once per adventure decide to split the action economy and
You just need to
Twain.
assume we're 3 levels higher than we are, I think.
maybe I do.
To be fair, Fee wouldn't be very powerful without their magic items, so...
If you can't adventure without the magic items, then you don't deserve to have them.
Hey, Robert Downey
Just
Jr.
don't pay attention to Gargoyle. All right, is there anything we want to do in the cave?
Fee wants to stand by the entrance and make their cape below so the lighting makes them look cool, have a cool silhouette.
See, as soon as you said Fee wants to stand by the entrance of the cave, I knew it was to billow your cape.
You got to below the cape. It's important.
They got the atmospheric lighting and the silhouette. You know, it's great.
Oh
Your
yeah,
cape
that looks much
billows,
better after I
and
mended
it's-
it.
Thank you, Inoltrare.
I've cleaned
You've
it.
rendered me a great service.
It's still
I'm
torn.
not just- I can't remember
How do I
if
look?
men's clothes.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, we'll assume...
it's clean,
okay.
but it's still ragged.
Yeah, no, it billows in the wind, and
Fee does have mending, so they can fix the holes in their cape.
Oh, but wouldn't you
You
want it to be
can.
distressed? Yeah.
do you?
It would look
You're
edgier
right.
if it was broken.
Yeah, Fee fixes some of the more structurally important holes, but makes it look artfully edgy.
Yeah, this is like some mid-run Night Rogue stuff.
Yeah, this is like Fee's mid-season wardrobe update. They've got their big boots. They've got their torn cape.
As you are, I don't know, like posing for brooding at the cave entrance, you hear a voice from behind all of you saying, "Yeah, that looks pretty cool."
Oh, bloody hell, where'd you come from?
Don't
Yeah.
you think so? Mysterious voice. Wait, who said that?
I think it should be obvious who said that.
It's Felix, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for learning my name.
You can tell from
We
the
just,
sound of the
like,
ulcers in his voice.
We just spent like an eternity in the astral plane. Of course I remember your name.
You what?
Not sure if I said that, my name even once. Anyway, I've been getting stuff set up. Your destination is the center of this place, right?
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just sorry. I'm just a little surprised that you've been doing things, and helping. I don't mean that the wrong ways. I appreciate it, but it's new for you. Are you trying a new thing?
Yeah. Fee nods and just sort of looks Felix over to make sure this isn't some sort of imposter that's overplayed its competence.
Me well, yeah, I guess wisdom insight check.
Oh no.
I'm proficient with wisdom and insight.
No, I'm just worried about what that entails.
Okay, that's a natural 19 plus
Nice.
5, 24.
This is Felix.
Okay.
There are noticeable tells about Felix, down to level of dishevelment, attitude, and smell.
I sense that you are the true Felix. But where has this burst of competence come from?
How do you mean burst of confidence?
I said competence.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have a
with
burst
Pete.
of enunciation.
Hey, that's mean, Felix.
And asking me why I'm suddenly so quote-unquote competent is kind.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you do kind of spend a lot of your time eating cheese and sleeping on my sofa.
Yeah, I spend a
Okay,
lot of
that's
time
means you're in your element.
sleeping.
Yeah, Felix must be an expert on this place with all that sleeping.
Oh.
Nimbus, he looks towards you, and he like taps the side of his head, just like you're on the money.
You got something in your head?
Okay, wrong person to
Yes.
gesture to.
Anyway, what's going on? I thought you had a job or something.
I did. And now
You done it
it's
already? That was quick.
Well, I was basically asking some people to clear out of the place.
Oh. Who was that?
Not important right now. What's important is the place that they cleared out of.
Ooh.
Felix steps aside, and you see, again, a portal reminiscent to the one that he left through, a stone arch with some grass growing around the base, some vines on top.
That went there earlier.
And he gestures for you to walk through.
It's nifty, this dream realm. You got, like, free boots. Random arches of stone appear.
It's called the Dream Plane. Some people call it the Dream Heart, but those are those wizards by the coast that I don't like.
Yeah. I live by the coast. There's a beach.
Well, the wizards there are pricks.
Yeah. I met a wizard on the beach. Actually, it was in Inoltrare. He was alright.
Thank you.
So, we're going through the arch. Fee, you just gonna stand in the cave entrance? Or...
He hops out of the giant boots and strolls forward.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Let's
let
go.
Nimbus decide your fate for you. This is a game that is very open. If you want to stand there at that cave entrance for the rest of time, you can.
Alas, my profile will never look as cool sometime.
I mean, is a cool pose as cool if there's no one there to see it?
Okay, that's pretty deep.
I mean,
Like,
someone could
okay.
draw it for you, but it wouldn't be able to leave the dream, so...
Oh yeah, that reminds me, I got some cool magic stuff that I should use because it's going to disappear when we leave. So Nimbus just like clicks the button on the immovable rod, and just hangs it in the air, just looks at it for a second, then unclicks it, takes it back.
Wait, didn't the orange tiefling have one of those?
Orange tiefling?
I'm not an orange tiefling.
The is calling granted the orange tiefling, even though they know full well what her name is.
Felix gestures to Nimbus, just like, clearly not an orange tiefling.
I didn't say they were.
I can go kind of yellowy, not orange though. Anyway, Felix, do you know what this staff does?
I mean, last I looked at it, didn't really have a clue. Not any closer to knowing. I was kind of concerned with getting you to the center of the dream plane.
Alright, no, it's alright. I just thought you knew things.
I know plenty of things. I just... Do you know how many staffs there are in the world?
Well, in this world, right now, I think it's just one.
No, there's a lot
Nimbus,
more
you're
staffs
wrong.
than the...
There is at least 10.
Really? Have you got 9 staffs, Fee?
That's a lot of staffs.
No.
Or staves,
I'm just
I think.
assuming. I just assume there's at least 10.
Oh, okay. Do we have to
Okay.
find the other 9? Is that the quest?
Look, there are so many staffs in the material plane. In the dream plane, there are even more staffs because they don't need to logically make any sense to exist.
Oh, it's going to take us so long to find all of those then.
You don't have to find any staffs.
But I already got one.
Why did Nimbus find one?
How long does it take to attune to something?
An hour.
Oh. So I'm probably attuned to it by now, right? Must
Have you
been
been
an
here
hour
for an
having
hour?
this conversation. I imagine so.
You know what? I can't fault your logic.
Longest hour of Felix's life.
Nimbus just keeps on asking questions for a whole hour.
Yeah, sure. If you want to look it up on A5e.tools, you have the Staff of Squalor.
Oh, wow, that sounds fun.
I can't remember if it is or not. That's how much the staff is out of my mind.
Well, if you just tap the side of your head, it might come back into your mind.
That was me as the GM speaking.
Oh, squalor. Oh, it's made of mycelium.
That's probably why a bunch of mycelials gave it to you.
Oh, so they did, yes.
That's kind of weird. It's like if a person gave you a staff made of meat.
Oh, I suffer no harmful effects from diseases. I can still carry diseases and spread them to others. That sounds like a very Nimbus thing to be able to do. When I hit a creature with a staff, I can force it to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, it contracts one disease of my choice that I'm carrying. Okay, so I've got to find diseases.
Oh no.
Hang on, can I take that back? I kind of am afraid of the direction of, like, unconventional biological warfare we're going down.
The Nimbus contracts typhus side plot is really coming back to bite us in the ass.
Well, it only exists in the dream plane, so I've got to get dream diseases. This is going to be fun. Excellent. Thank you, Pixel.
Well, whenever you're ready.
I was always ready. It was prophesized.
I don't think Nimbus is going to shut up until we go through the portal, so I'm kind of just going to go, okay?
Onward!
B nods and
Points
follows.
the staff
carrying through.
forwards.
And Felix follows all of you through. And you step through into what seems to be a forest clearing Though if you look deep enough through the trees, you can notice that like this place is floating in kind of a void that is similar to the astral plane. When you look up, you are able to see like chunks of just gleaming kind of pinkish purplish crystal kind of dipping over the edge is this pink smoke that like drops off and starts to curl into nothingness. Over the top of one of those chunks of crystal, and like these are gigantic chunks, you could stand on them. You see some firelight like just along the edge of the cloud. Judging from what you're able to see up top and at the side, you presume that there are also these types of crystals below you as well.
Ooh. Hang on, I've got to get rid of these these booted Kirbys.
Is it just me or are they multiplying?
It's electrifying. Fine.
Oh yeah, I should open up Alba.
You probably should.
Try out. There we go.
Nah, it's fine. Nothing interesting is happening in the Elber.
Oh, I like the petals effect.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you do notice that within the clearing that you were standing in, there appears to be runes littered around, and they all surround this blazing pink fire.
This is a lot more cozy than the last astral plane I was in.
What language are the runes?
I mean runes as in, like, physical runes of architectural structure.
Oh, yep, I get it.
Along the ground, you also see those flowers that were in the cave. Fee, you notice that twisted around some of the trees are pipes. You also notice, like, a large cage in the background, and Nimbus pairing this with the surrounding void looking a lot like the astral plane. You're presuming that your dreams are still having some effect on the world even now.
Cool.
And if you were to look past the fire, you would notice that sitting on the farthest pillar is a figure cloaked in silhouette. Inoltrare, make me an intelligence history check. Nimbus, don't make me any check. Fee, don't make me any check because you've already succeeded.
Is this related to legends?
This is not related to legends.
Okay.
Is Felix with us still?
Felix is here, just not worth representing with the token.
Okay.
14 is my score on that one.
Something about this feels oddly familiar to you, Inoltrare, and you're not sure what that is. You can't place your finger on why that figure seems to be somewhere in your memories. Fee, you know why this figure seems familiar, and that's because they were somewhere in your memories. Very specifically, on the night of the Crimson Stain, when the nightmares were invading Korakii, You fell asleep for a while and you dreamed about that time that you met Morgan and Inoltrare for the first time. And turning your head down one of the sewerways, you notice that a figure was watching you, a humanoid figure cloaked in shadow. This is that same figure.
This person
We've
looks
met
weirdly
before.
familiar. You've met? Oh. I thought I was getting that.
Well, no, we didn't sort of meet, but
You know.
when I met you and Morgan, they were there.
Oh. Well, I thought it was like deja vu. I get that a lot because of the cheese. It's sometimes hard to tell if I've met someone before or if I've seen them, like, in a prediction. But if you've
that
met
must be
them
wild.
before, then, it must be a memory and not the future. I get a lot of future memories, so you know.
That's wild. You could see all the courses of action and just think you took the one you didn't.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Although you don't see every course of action, you just see like a couple, and sometimes it's the future, and sometimes it's a bad dream, and sometimes the cheese is making you just hallucinate a little bit, and it's nothing. It's not really related to the future at all.
Can you tell which one it is
Well,
between the future and just a bad dream?
it's tricky. Usually I can tell when it happens. I'll be like, oh, I saw this, but then it's a bit too late.
Like if you were seeing the bad future, then you wouldn't be able to tell if it was a bad future or a bad dream.
Yeah.
Can you tell how many fingers I've got? I'm holding up in my pocket.
No, he'd only be able to tell in the future how many fingers you got in your pocket.
Yeah, well, in the future, I'm going to pull my hand out so you can see.
No, I didn't see this one. I'm sorry.
Okay. It was free because there's three of us.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
That's nice. You included me.
Should we say hello to this mystery figure that you know?
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you do it.
Oh.
And I hide directly behind Fee.
Okay.
As soon as Inoltrare says that, Nimbus waves.
Fee approaches. They pull their hood down, and make their cape below.
Fee, as you walk around the fire, the shadowy effect that was cloaking them begins to fade away. The figure seems to be a tiny bit smaller than you imagined. Maybe it's just how perspective is in dreams. But as you come into the light and see their full form, you recognize them again. Inoltrare, you recognize them. Nimbus, you don't.
Oh, I recognize you.
What were you doing in the sewers?
Sitting there on the pillar is
Morgan. No, it's
Tiffany.
Tiff.
Wait.
Is that the girl with the dog?
No, that's the rabbit girl.
She made
Halloween.
breakfast.
Yeah. I remember her name because we had the whole conversation about the Tiffany
Yeah.
problem.
The one that kind of led us to the nightmare nexus at the end of the Halloween Sorry, Crimson Stain episode.
Yeah.
Tiffany, what were you doing in the sewers? And what are you doing here?
Tiffany looks to you. She's got kind of a relaxed pose going on, but isn't in a state of, like confident relaxed, more like just, she isn't anxious about your question or the intimidating voice that you are trying to lay on. Then she looks over to Felix and nods. And then Felix says, I imagine that she was in the sewers to check in on your dreams. Or, well, by checking in on your dreams, that's why she was in the sewer.
My dreams? Wait, did I only meet you and Morgan in a dream, Inoltrare?
Huh? Well, no. This isn't... Well, okay, this is a dream. Sure. But, like, you've met us before several times that wasn't a dream. And
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm definitely real, and you're definitely real, and Nimbus is, like, 50-50.
Nimbus is like standing on top of one of those ruined pillars and like balancing. I'm real.
I'm not really sure about Nimbus.
Does Nimbus look real?
No.
Does a big smile.
Hey, Nimbus, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Do we have a dice roller on this? We don't do it. Okay, right. That is not going to be a pass. That's a 5.
You proclaim, I'm real, and then you fall off of the pillar and feel a very real pain in your back.
See?
Oh,
Real things don't feel pain.
I
Wait,
saw this
no.
one in the cheese. I was wondering if that would happen, or if it was a dream. Yay! There we go.
I'm cheese.
What?
Oh hell, the cheese master.
I'm not sure I like the name Cheese Master, but I appreciate the sentiment.
I'm still workshopping it.
Oh, cheesy one.
Cheese because it sounded a bit weird. Lord of Cheese, maybe?
I guess cheese is just weird, isn't it?
Jesus.
Yeah. For Magister?
Maybe just Inoltrare is good.
Okay. Just thought you could use a cool title, Inoltrare.
The Cheese Meister.
I think if I had a title, people would look at me, and I don't want that.
That's fair.
Fee, recognizing that the figure in your dream was Tiffany, make me an intelligence history check.
Okay, does this involve the arts in any way?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay, this is going to be a +1 because I've got -2, but proficiency. Five.
You do not know how she was there.
Yeah, I have no idea how she was there. V just sort of tilts their head at Tiffany, as if hoping that she'll tell them.
Tiffany tilts her head at you, Fee. I'll let you remember for free that Tiffany has never said a word.
Yeah,
to
I know
you.
she doesn't talk, but she has ways of communicating.
Felix chimes in. Well, if you're wondering how she got in there, it's because that's just something that she's able to do.
Nimbus kind of peers over Fee's shoulder at Tiffany and then looks back over at Felix when he talks and then looks back at Tiffany. Fee, is she real or is she part of your dreamscape thingy?
No, she's very real. She saved our lives. I think. She made us breakfast, which is a lifesaver.
Tiffany looks at you, Fee, when you say that she saved your lives. And she raises her hand in the air and gives a gesture of like... Like she's not gonna take credit for that.
Well, you made us breakfast after I was scared I didn't have any friends. I'd call that the same thing.
And as she notices you, Nimbus, looking over Fee's shoulder, she looks to you and gives you a wave.
Nimbus will use his emotional telepathy and try to kind of communicate with her and kind of question like who she is and what she's doing here.
Is emotional telepathy a two-way communication?
I can speak telepathy to any creature. The creature understands my words. Doesn't say anything about them being able to talk back.
Okay. You can communicate telepathically with Tiffany.
So, what's she do?
Tiffany gestures to herself and then gestures to the area around you.
What?
I'll explain.
Part of the dream. Right, Felix?
Yes and no. Tiffany definitely exists outside of the dream, and Fee definitely has met her. Though Tiffany spends most of her time in dreams, like myself.
That's why you sleep so much.
I feel like there may be a collective, like, face-palming.
He just pulls their hood down.
Nimbus, I don't think that's right.
No, it is, and he pointed it out before. I'm just not sure how they came to the same conclusion again.
Just, it doesn't bear thinking about. Okay, Felix, with Nimbus, you just need to just move on to the next thought.
I don't think we should think about bears.
Oh, you're starting to get to know Nimbus.
On board the Nimbus.
Anyway, Felix, you were saying, so she's in dreams a lot.
Her, myself, and a group of others. I suppose the best way to describe it would be that we look over dreams and make sure that they're safe.
You're like dream
Usually.
guardians.
It didn't used to be that way, but I suppose now that's what we are. This used to be more well, it used to be more of a recreational type of thing, just out of intrigue and interest in exploring the dream plane. And then, a while ago, during the Crimson Stain, whatever that thing was that was born in the graveyard, it's been lurking around, both the material and the dream plane.
I didn't like that thing.
Nimbus looks across to Inoltrare and Fee is like, what did you two do?
There was a child made of nightmares, and
You did what?
Not Morgan. The other child made of nightmares. And
There was an Inoltrare I thought hated me.
we tried to kill it, because it was gonna destroy the world, but it escaped. We kind of stopped it from destroying the world, but it escaped.
Did it escape to the dream plane?
I guess that would make sense. It is made of nightmares,
Nimbus looks at Felix.
and not the horse. The other type of nightmare, the one full of boots.
Wait, what? There's a horse full of boots.
No, the nightmare is full of boots. The horse is a nightmare, but it's not that kind of horse.
Felix?
Are you familiar with the term that's been going around recently, the boogeyman?
Are they full of boots?
Oh my god.
No.
Parents told me he would eat those little children who misbehaved in the sewer.
Yeah, well, it seems like whatever this entity is, it's trying to latch onto that name, associate itself with it.
Right.
So whereas we would convene here to explore the dream plane, more recently it's turned into trying to chase it out of people's dreams. I
Can we
don't
kill
think
it?
any of us want to. We've tried.
We're pretty good at
How about
killing
what?
things. I killed a wizard once.
No matter what we've tried, no matter what we've done to it, how much damage, always comes back.
Oh.
Felix, do you think maybe you should have told us about this before when we told you we wanted to come into the dream plane?
Don't worry. It knows well enough to stay away from this place.
Yeah, but we don't want to stay in this place, do we? We want to go to somewhere else. And what are the
We need to
chances
get the
it's
retractor.
at that other place?
Inoltrare, when you say we need to get the retractor, Tiffany looks over to you, and she's keeping one hand on the pillar, but with her other, she reaches into her pocket, and then she pulls out a kind of surgical-looking tool that glimmers almost like the cosmos.
Wait, is that it?
Oh, is that the retractor? Can we have it? Can we have it? I want it.
So
That's
Tiffany
remarkably easy.
Tiffany nods when you ask if that's the retractor. When you ask if you can have it, her confusion gets a little bit less certain. Or her expression gets a little bit less certain.
We'll take care of it, I promise.
Wait, do we actually need the retractor, or do we just need to make sure it's safe?
I guess we just need to make sure it's safe, but, like, if Morgan comes, I don't know if Tiffany will survive that. Whereas, we've survived Morgan several times. I think because...
Speaking of Morgan, something else you should probably know.
I'm sure he likes you.
Don't be so
little
silly.
while.
Morgan and I are friends.
A little while
Felix.
before... Go on.
B just looks at Inoltrare and just pulls their hood down. Right, down to their chin.
A little while before Morgan disappeared, we'd been trying to track him through his dreams, and, well, we don't think he's been sleeping.
People are supposed to sleep.
He's began chewing their hood.
Wait, unless Morgan is like... Is he an elf? Or... He's not a Zevite, because we don't sleep. But, like... Is he one of those types that don't need sleep?
He's a human.
Oh yeah, humans need sleep.
Usually, yeah.
That's the
not-
thing, every time we've tried to check up on the portal leading to his dream, it hasn't been there.
Maybe he found a way to get rid of the portal or block it or something like that.
If it could find a way to block access to it, then the door would be there. We wouldn't be able to pass it.
Oh.
He hasn't been
He did-
asleep for weeks.
He did look kind of tired when we saw him.
Well, I'm sure he has a reason. All right, I'm not gonna give up on him.
Well, whatever the case may be on that front, on the front of the Retractor, Tiffany can't just give it to you,
Why not?
because the Retractor won't let itself be given.
Oh. Why not?
Why's she got the Retractor?
She found it
Oh.
at the heart of the dream plane, and he gestures to the little opening of forest that you're in.
Oh, is this the heart?
Tiffany nods.
Oh.
So why
Well, that
why
was
won't
easy
it
to
let
find.
you give it to us?
She doesn't know for certain, but she thinks that it's because she's already attuned to it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
That's
You-
all right though. Like, if we know where it is, then when it comes time for us to need it for the thing, then we can just go and get Tiffany, right?
I would like to
Uh,
spend 10 minutes doing a ritual to cast Identify on this Retractor, specifically to see if I can find... Actually, I forget, does Identify tell you if something's cursed? I don't think it does, actually, so never mind. I won't do that.
Everyone make me an intelligence history check.
Does this involve the arts?
It involves the art of literature, but I don't think that applies to trying to remember a specific piece of information that you read in a book.
I'm assuming it doesn't involve
Okay.
legends.
It does, actually.
Ooh! I'm gonna add that D4.
That's 13 from me.
I got a 17.
Okay, 13,
I got
17.
a 21.
21. Fee, there's something that is like tapping at the back of your mind, like, no, we need this for some reason. Nimbus in Inoltrare, you remember reading the passage from the book, or at least the reading of the passage, where it said that when all of the 8 armaments are together in Korakii, something will happen. Right now, this armament is in the dream plane.
Yeah, so, I mean, seems like Tiffany's got it sorted. We get all of the other armaments, right? And we get them all in Korakii. And then we get Tiffany to come to us in Korakii.
Or we make sure they're never together in Korakii. That might be better.
What?
Well, because we just know something will happen. We don't know what it is. It might be bad.
Nah, but it's the prophecy.
Yeah, prophecies don't have to come true. They're just kind of like predictions. They're like the things I see in the cheese. But
Yeah,
sometimes a
that
prophecy
just made me
is a
fall off that
warning.
rock earlier.
Yeah, it did. Well, no. Me seeing it
Wait,
didn't
so
make you fall
you're
off.
saying you made me fall off the rock?
No. I just saw a picture of you falling off a rock, and I didn't know if it was true or not. And then when it happened, I was like, oh yeah, I see. That was the thing I saw. Okay.
Then maybe
Use it,
next time
Inoltrare.
you warn me that I'm going to fall off a rock then.
No.
B puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Sometimes you just got to badge your fate."
If I
You
warned you
it's
of every
scary
single
sometimes.
thing, you'd never go outside. Okay.
Oh no, I go outside loads.
Oh,
I'm outside right now.
it would take too long for me to warn you of every single thing I see in my dreams, because I see like 100 of them.
A million.
No, 300.
Oh.
Fee, Tiffany. Oh, go on.
Sounds like Inoltrare's visions are actually a bit Spartan.
I rescind that. Go on. Fee, Tiffany looks at you, and then she points to the retractor, and then points to you.
Huh? Wait, I can have the retractor.
She wants you to have it, but... well, you'll see.
Do I have to beat her in a race or something?
She wants you to have it. That's a good sign.
Well, she'll issue a challenge, and then you'll have to beat her in that.
Oh, like when we met that snail, and the rabbit folk with the snail. You remember that? Felix, you weren't there, but it was me and Fee and Morgan and Nilks was there. You remember Nilks? We haven't seen Nilks in ages.
I don't think the rabbit folk was there.
No, there was a rabbit folk though.
Okay, there was a rabbit folk.
It was the person with the snail. We did snail racing.
I don't think it was Artemisia.
No, it was just a rabbit folk. Maybe rabbit folk like snail races, and we could do that. Yeah?
Do
Tiffany...
you want to play chess, Tiffany?
Tiffany looks to both of you and just shakes her head. It's like...
It's not like it has to be a fight to the death or anything.
It doesn't have to be a fight to the death, but...
Oh, good.
because this is a deific armament, it's not going to be a race or a game of chess. At least, not straightforwardly.
It's a little nervous.
Oh, don't worry, Fee. You can do anything.
What is it? What do you have to do?
Don't want to hurt my friends.
What?
Fee,
My
Tiffany...
friends.
Tiffany motions to you to, like, stand back around here.
See where you're pointing.
Yep. Oh yeah, sorry, I'll switch to the owl there. He nervously steps back.
She hops off of the pillar. Yeah, she also motions to Inoltrare and Nimbus to stand maybe around here.
What is this? Is this like a well or something?
Okay, I'll stand back in a sec. Can I just have can I have a word with our contestant or challenger?
Tiffany nods.
Hey Fee, got this, all right? You can do anything.
But I don't want to hurt Tiffany.
It's okay, all right? Tiffany's chosen this, all right? You got this. Okay?
Yeah, but she's a small rabbit.
Well,
What if I hurt her?
she might surprise you, I suppose. I think she knows what she's doing. She survived that nightmare realm, right? Anyway, Bree, what's Fee's armor class?
Fee's armor class is 12.
And what is Fee's dex mod?
+1.
Okay. Inoltrare's just gonna pat her on the shoulder and go, "You got this, okay?" And cast mage armor. Your armor is now 14.
Ooh.
Nice.
and walk away.
Tiffany kind of smiles at that. She motions you to walk towards her to this spot.
Okay.
And then Felix stands here but is ready to step back. She's proposing a duel.
A duel?
Of the body and the mind. You against the body, her against the mind.
Nimbus, what does that mean?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. You know mind things.
Yeah, but this is like something else. You know mind things. You're a wizard. You're all mind things.
I know things, all right? You talk in people's heads and things like that, all right? I just thought maybe you would know what a duel against the mind meant, okay?
I've never done a duel before.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to watch.
Essentially, if you deal enough damage to Tiffany, you will win the duel. However, if Tiffany inflicts enough strife on your mind, you'll lose. Are the conditions understood?
Oh, Nimbus, I don't think
He
that
nods.
spell I cast is going to help it.
Well, you're supposed to be able to see the future, right? Surely you'd know if it was helpful or not.
I can't see all of the future. You're really hung up on this, all right? I see bits, okay?
Well, can you see that bit?
2 temporary hit points, which also won't help, but you get them, okay? That's just part of how my spells work.
A whole team.
With this-
hit points.
With this in agreement, I'll remind the two of you back there, there's to be no interference in this.
Okay. What happens if that doesn't happen?
He looks to Tiffany, and Tiffany looks to him with a dire expression. And he looks back to you. Bad things.
Okay. What if we're like really subtle?
He glares at Nimbus.
I don't think you're getting
love
this,
Nimbus.
Nimbus. This is something I've got to do on my own.
And they pull their hood down to their nose.
We'll just watch then.
Tiffany holds the retractor out so that she is holding one end of it. Kind of like gesturing you to like hold the other end.
Okay, Fee gingerly reaches out and grasps the other end.
It begins to glow in a light that is similar to the flame that is blazing next to you. And then suddenly shoots up into the air. It is enveloped by, again, in this pinkish, purplish color, this glowing bubble. And from that bubble, 2 strings come out, and they, like, shoot towards both Tiffany's chest and yours, connecting and then immediately fading. Felix looks to you, Nimbus, just like, bad things.
Felix, a quick rule question. Are we allowed to, like, encourage Fee? Is that interference? Or, like, give advice? Is that interference?
He looks towards Tiffany, and Tiffany shakes her head. And then he looks towards you. You can cheer for them.
And advice, is that okay?
Wait, she just shook her head.
Yes, as in it's not against the rules.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like her saying, don't do it.
Felix begins to step back. Tiffany steps back to her position.
I like the pyrotechnics. I hope there's more of that.
I kind of hope there isn't,
Emotions.
unless Fee's doing it.
Can Fee do pyrotechnics?
There.
I don't know.
Oh.
All right. Let's roll for
Roll for E.
initiative.
Oh no.
It's time to duel.
Initiative doesn't start with an E.
That's an 8 on initiative for me.
Okay, let's see what Tiffany got. Natural 1 for 4. Okay.
What a start.
Yeah, we are doing very sort of formal sort of head bows and stuff.
Yes, Inoltrare and Nimbus, feel free to roll initiative. You can use spectator actions. You can also try to interfere if you want, but you're getting the inkling that this might not be that kind of duel.
I got an 11 on my initiative.
I rolled an 11, but I have -2, so 9.
All right. So, Inoltrare followed by Nimbus, you are going to have the chance to shout
How
out
did
some
we
support.
go first? Okay. Felix did specifically say advice was okay. How far can I push this, GM? Would a portent count as advice?
I think if... That's an interesting question.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't going to just do it and have you deal with the consequences. I was going to ask.
I think if you make the fate of any of the moves that occur in this fight known, that may be considered you know what? I'm going to allow it.
Oh shit. Here we go then. Oh, that's an annoying portent. It's a 9. Who am I going to give that to? Fee or Tiffany? Because, it's probably high enough that Tiffany can use it for a success, and it's probably low enough that Fee can't. Gonna keep that for myself.
Okay.
I mean, is there something that you could use it for?
I mean, I do have a +7 with my sword attacks.
Oh, that would make 16. Which is reasonable. You know what? Yeah, you can have a 9 as Inoltrare shouts, "You can do it, Fee! Give him everything you got!" And that's me done. Oh wait, that's a bonus action. I could probably use one of them encouragement things. I could probably do that. Let's have a look. Spectator action is... I will cheer.
Huzzah!
Yeah, make a performance check against the enemy combatant's passive intimidation. I'm sure this will go great. Famously
What is
good.
Tiffany's passive intimidation?
Things like that. Alright, I will roll it. 12.
Nope.
That's not bad for me as well. I have a -1 on those. Well, that was my attempt. Go for it, Fee. Tiffany sucks. I'm sorry, Tiffany. That was my attempt.
All right. Nimbus, are you providing any support from the sidelines?
Yeah, Nimbus is just getting really excited because like there was cool flashy lights and pyrotechnics and stuff, and they start glowing, not using the move that like comes with the glowing, just their scars just start glowing, and he's gonna do a cheer as well because that's all he knows how to do. And I forgot earlier I've got strife, so I should have rolled with disadvantage on that check earlier, but I will now roll to cheer with disadvantage. But I have a +7 to this, so and actually this is a performance, right? And I'm guessing this would count as a visual display, which I have a specialty in.
I mean, sure, if you want to cheer visually.
Oh yeah, he's glowing and like it almost like a cheerleader kind of thing in this. And I also get an expertise die, so I think that makes it a D6, right? If I get a specialty and an expertise die.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm proficient in this, so +4. Yeah. No. Okay. And oh god, I've rolled a nat 1. So yeah, this isn't happening. After all that.
Fee, you're not sure what gesture Nimbus is making you, but it's really confusing to behold.
That sure is a gesture.
The pink glow from the well thing and the yellow glow from his body, it's just merging into an orange mass.
The most gesture.
Fee, you get a flashback to Grounded of Work.
I'm helping. Goes to give Inoltrare a high five and completely misses.
Alright, Fee, it is your turn.
Okay, Fee looks down Tiffany.
Tiffany stands firm, gives a solemn nod.
Okay, Fee swallows, and I'm going to burn that inspiration, applying it to Burning Zephyr. My destiny is fire, so I can basically spend my inspiration to ignite one of my either spell schools or one of my traditions. So I'm applying that to Biting Zephyr, and I basically get I am going to guess a what's it die to any of my rolls for that for the next 3 rounds, equal to my proficiency bonus.
An expertise die.
Expertise die, that was the word.
Right, so that'll be 3 rounds.
Yep. So so after sort of focusing, hyping themselves up, Fee draws their swords. Takes a deep breath and charges at Tiffany. We already know this is going to be a 16.
We do, and that's going to hit.
Okay. Oh wait, I should probably also roll the expertise die.
Probably. You can't turn it into a critical.
20.
But...
Yeah. It's nice to roll a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to be, because I'm dual wielding, it's going to be a d6. That is 9 points of slashing damage.
So 9.
9.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. A question, by the way. If we used their sort of split into 2 maneuver, would that be against the terms of the duel?
This is meant to be one-on-one combat, you've intuited.
Okay, fair enough. Second attack then?
Yep. Are you moving toward Tiffany for this, or do you have range?
Oh, no, yeah. We
20.
did run over to Tiffany to
Okay.
hit her with their swords. That is not as good. That's a 13 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, okay. That's 7 points of slashing damage then.
Noted. You like slash against Tiffany with your sword, and you see like some strands of fur like fly into the air from where you hit, and you look at her face, and she's like, she winces a tiny bit, but she's doing a remarkably good job at holding in any vocalizations.
Yep. And with my bonus action, I guess. I mean, I think jaws are working differently, but basically, I can spend my proficiency modifier worth burn things to do my action and bonus action. Is that correct?
Yes, you get dual actions equal to your proficiency bonus at the start of your turn. Included in your action was your attack and your extra attack, so you have 1 dual action left.
Okay, so yeah, I can bonus action and make my dual wielding attack. $26.
Yeah, that will hit.
Minimal damage, so that is just 4 points of slashing damage.
Not bad for minimal damage.
Yeah, plus 3 swords.
Alright.
Yep, that's my turn.
Go Fee, don't get hit like I saw you getting hit in my dream. Sorry.
Does Tiffany look like she's trying to defend, or like how's she reacting to all of this?
She is like taking the hits, not quite in stride, but she's not like yelling out whenever she gets slashed with the sword.
But it's not like she's just letting it happen.
Yeah, no, like she's trying to do some dodging. Fee just has a really good hand.
Yeah, I guess I was kind of like wanting to intuit whether she's like actually taking this like a serious fight.
Yeah, no, she is like putting in like effort to try to dodge.
Yeah. Okay.
And Fee, you see that Tiffany like gets real low to the ground, and in the same motion that she started crouching down, she like dissipates into a like melting almost puff of smoke.
That's
and then appears over here.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Then she is going to begin whispering into her hands, like very, very quiet. You cannot hear what she is saying. but then she
talk.
But then she holds out her hands, kind of like just underneath her chin, and blows, and you see, like floating towards you at a rapid pace is a bubble much like the one that the Retractor is currently being held in. And let's see if it hits. Oh! Natural 20!
Oh!
That'll do it.
It will. So it shoots, like, directly towards you, Fee, and right, like, it gets to the side of your head, and then it pops. And you hear whatever was in those whispers. Your mind cannot comprehend what was in those whispers, but you hear it. You take 8 psychic damage.
Ouch.
You take 1 level of strife. And you are frightened until the end of your next turn of Tiffany.
The bad thing to happen in a duel.
I knew I should have given
what's
them the
Bryson?
blanket.
What does Frightened do in this system again?
Frightened means that you can't move towards the source of your fear, not willingly, at the very least. And against Tiffany, until you're not frightened anymore, which will be the end of your next turn, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you're able to see her.
Great.
You kind of got like the worst combination of things off the bat. Inoltrare, Nimbus, you're not quite sure what just happened because the bubble popped far enough away that you couldn't hear whatever went on. But you see Fee like holding their head, and like there is strain on their face.
Fee, did something tell you that your friends don't like you again?
He's got their eyes closed and can't hear Inoltrare.
Only it seems to happen a lot, is all I'm saying.
I don't think that first round went well.
No, I don't think they can hear us.
We're not supposed to interfere, are we? So,
No.
I mean, Fee can hear you.
just block
but
us
Fee,
out.
whatever you heard from that bubble, you're not even sure what it was, but your heart is like moving a mile a minute.
Yeah. They can they can probably hear their friends, they just sort of can't react.
Mechanically, you can still react.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Inoltrare, if you have anything encouraging to say, now might be the time for it.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a 13 as a portent, and I'm gonna cast message to sort of put that directly into your head. I'm gonna say, Fee, you've got this. Ignore whatever that said in your head. I believe in you.
Can I respond to the message?
I think you can with message.
I don't know what it said, but it said something.
I can't reply again though, because that's my action and bonus action used, but I'll relay that information to Nimbus.
Okay.
All right. Nimbus, your turn.
So Nimbus is going to use his emotional telepathy, this time to communicate an emotion, and that emotion is just encouragement. And we'll do a cheer again.
Okay.
Come on, disadvantage dice. Oh my god, I can't believe I've rolled another nat 1. And a 1 on the expertise dice as well. Wow, these dice are all going in the bin.
V? I can only describe what's happening as you literally, quite literally, Nimbus is emanating weird vibes.
But encouraging weird vibes.
It's subjectively encouraging weird vibes. I'm
Those are
helping.
pretty cool vibes.
It is your turn.
Okay, so you can't move towards Tiffany. They have disadvantage on attack rolls. But do you know what they can do?
What can they do?
I cast Shatter on Tiffany.
Ooh.
Oh, because you remembered to give yourself spells this time.
Yeah, I think I get Shatter as part of my, I can't remember if it's my class or
Well,
my
there are two things that are mentioned in.
Oh, nice.
racial thing or what. But yeah, that's a Constitution saving throw. Tiffany's not made of stone, metal, or inorganic material.
I don't think she is. Oh, that's a 3.
Yeah, this is probably going to be full damage then. Why D8s? Ooh. 17 points of what's it called in the system? Thunder damage.
Yep, Tiffany takes those points of thunder damage, and you see her like trying to hold onto the ground. These vibrations kind of like rock the environment around her.
Okay, question by the way, GM. Do I need to have a dual action to use reactions?
A reaction is one dual action. You've cast Shatter, which is an action, so you have one left out of your 3.
Okay, I'll save that last dual action for reactions then. That's my turn.
Alright, you are no longer frightened. I'd say Tiffany is going to begin, quickly hop this way, and then is going to begin whispering into her hands again before blowing another bubble towards you. But a 13 does not hit.
Nope.
No.
You're welcome.
Fee's hood's probably been blasted off by the last bubble, so they sort of turn to Inoltrare and just give him a little salute.
I wave.
Nimbus doesn't know what's going on, so also waves.
Yeah, no, as the bubble floats towards you, there's kind of like this magical shimmer that pushes it away off, like up into the air, where it pops, and the sound can't be heard by anyone.
Oh, she should do that every time.
What, Tiffany?
Oh, Fee.
Oh, Fee uses they them.
Oh, sorry. They should do that every time.
Alright. That is going to be that turn for Tiffany and Inoltrare.
You better believe it's portent time.
I stand to use the
Why
last
am I
one.
getting all middle of the road portents? It's an 11 that's worse than your other portent, so I'm keeping that one for myself.
Wait. You could give that to me.
Oh, I'll give it a Nimbus. Nimbus, do you want an 11?
Oh!
Yeah, and I also just realised that I've got Lullus's class, so on that ones are actually like good.
Oh! That's right. Oh, well, I feel bad about that now. Here, how about an
It's fine.
automatic success?
That's me
It's
done.
fine. It's my fault for forgetting my character sheet.
Oh, wait, no. I've got
Is
an
it all
action.
you
I'm
get to
going
do on
to
a
cheer.
turn?
I'm going to cheer.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I keep forgetting the importance of a bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna cheer. I'm gonna go. You can do it. I believe in you. Natural 20. Beautiful to see it. Get cheered.
Fee, Inoltrare believes in you.
This fills you with determination.
You get an expertise die on your next roll to perform a dual action.
I'm doing like a little
Right.
dance in the background. It's not good, but even with a nat 20, it's not good. But it is inspiring.
Yeah, the fire sort of forms the shape of Inoltrare somehow, and it looks very cool.
Yeah, why not?
Inoltrare sitting behind a convenient Inoltrare-shaped fire.
Well, this isn't a fire. This is a well.
That's me.
Well.
Nimbus.
Nimbus sees Inoltrare doing a little dance in celebration and starts joining in with the dancing. And we'll do another cheer, this time just using that portent, so it's going to be an 18. Oh, no, wait, and I get an expertise die. That's 21 total.
21. Yeah, so what was your action, sorry?
Cheer.
Alright, Fee, bump that expertise die up to 1d6.
Hey!
Heck yeah.
Alright. Fee, it is your turn.
Okay. Fee is basically going to rush up to Tiffany. And I'm going to use the dual maneuver blinding diversion as Fee basically pulls off their cloak and throws it over Tiffany.
Oh.
Billows
Okay.
right in her face.
Okay, so the target makes a dexterity saving throw against your maneuver DC. On a failure, they're blinded until the beginning of their next turn.
Oh, that's a 6.
Yeah, blinded.
Alright, Tiffany is blinded until such time.
Oh, the beginning of their next turn. Oh well. Yep, I'm going to use my action to attack then. I mean, my last two, you know what I mean. So, if Tiffany's blinded, do I get advantage or...
Okay, let's see. Yes, you do get advantage.
Okay. Oh wait, does it automatically just become a roll of a 13?
It does.
Okay. Okay, first attack's dirty 20 plus an expertise dice.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Uh, 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And my second attack. Natural 14 plus numbers.
Alright. Yep, that'll hit.
Wow, it's my D8. Wait, no, I should be rolling a d6 for this. Ironically, that's actually harder than I've rolled on the d8, but that is 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As the stabs this tiny rabbit under their cloak.
Wow,
You're
what a
right.
jerk.
That's my turn.
Right, Tiffany, like, grabs at the cloak and, like, throws it to the side. And then... what will they do? I think she is going to wait in anticipation and prepare an action.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
Gonna do something.
All right, Inoltrare, your turn.
Okay, it's portent time. Oh,
How many of those do
okay,
you get?
natural 19. I get 1 per spell slot plus 1 for free. So,
Nice.
quite a lot. Yeah, natural 19. There you go, Fee. You get a natural 19. I'm also then going to cheer you on. I should portent myself sometimes to make these, these cheers work, but nope, you're getting that one. Let's cheer. Woo! Okay, that is a 15 minus 1, 14.
That'll do it.
Yay, you've got this, Fee. Tiffany kind of sucks. Sorry, Tiffany, you don't really suck.
How is Tiffany looking?
Tiffany has got some slash marks with some stray bits of fur sticking out.
What's her demeanor? Is she looking like angry or like just being focused on a fight?
Focused, solemn, looking pretty much how she was when the fight started. Not in terms of like health-wise, but in terms of facial expression.
Oh, sorry. How long do you think this goes on?
I don't know. I don't really see like long things. I see like scraps of things, like individual events, you know?
We should work on that.
Well, I'm trying
right,
to, but it's hard.
What's
Nip.
Felix been doing? Is he just watching?
Felix has been standing back around here and has been watching.
All right. Okay. You got this, Fee. You can do it. Let's have another cheer.
All right.
And that is a 14. Yeah, 14.
14 will do it. Expertise die is bumped up to 1d6. Not that it matters, because your next roll is going to be 19.
Oh yeah.
And that's the roll that cheering affects. But your friends believe in you.
We believe in you.
I successfully cheered.
All right, Fee, your turn.
Okay, so Fee's going to flash back to one of their favourite plays. Space Wars, the Revenant villain. And remember a scene where the hero and the antagonist just sort of can't attack one another and just sort of wait calmly. And realising Tiffany's not going to do anything and not wanting to fall into a trap, they're just going to wait with their swords posed. And want to put the point in their reactions intact.
All right.
It's like some sort of standoff.
Tiffany's turn then.
Are they still both just standing right in front of each other, not doing anything?
Yep. Let's see. Tiffany jumps back off of the segment of the pillar, and you're almost tempted to catch that with an opportunity attack, but you see as she jumps back, her body becomes those curls of smoke again, and those curls begin rising from the ground over here.
It's such a cool move. I wish I had that one.
And then she's going to start whispering into her hands again. And blow another bubble coming your way. And
Look out, Fee! Oh, I was too late.
Will a 16 hit?
Yes, but I'd like to
Your
use a
AC.
reaction, deflect.
Okay, what does deflect do?
By intuiting your enemy's movements or through sheer speed, you maneuver attack away from you. When a creature makes a weapon attack against you before you know the result of the roll, you can use reaction to make a saving throw of a DC equal to 8 plus the target's attack modifier. On a success, you gain a +3 bonus to your AC against the triggering attack.
Is this a weapon attack?
This hits AC, but this is not a weapon attack.
Okay.
The Guild of Icons Adventures is brought to you before a live digital audience.
Has something happened?
No, I'm just
Oh, right.
thinking. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were trying to find like another
Oh, yeah.
reaction.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so gain the high ground. It lets me, Okay, no, that just lets me move after it hits or misses. Oh, okay. As a reaction, I use Taunt.
Okay.
The just sort of as Tiffany teleports away. The just sort of tries their best to ensure where they're going to appear, and just sort of glare at the space, so that they're already glaring at Tiffany when they appear, and hoping to psych her out. So that's basically a Wisdom saving throw against my maneuver DC. On a failure, the attack is made at a disadvantage. But on a
Alright,
success,
well,
it
that
deals
is
extra
a-
dive.
Well, that was a 7, so this is going to be at disadvantage then.
Yep.
That's another 15.
Oh.
For the mucker.
Oh,
don't
sorry, that
know,
was
is it-
a natural 20, actually. I forgot to add the +5.
Oh.
Okay, fine.
And this would do like half a level of strife, but I feel like because you have done the taunt, as this bubble pops beside your head again, or like a bit more in front of your face, you hear the whisper. This is going to deal for some reason I keep rolling 8. Another 8 psychic damage. And add on another level of strife.
Oh no, Nimbus, that looked like that hurt, but like
In the head.
psychologically?
In the
As
brain.
smart as gargoyle, supposedly, by the stats, everyone.
Remember, he's only ever read most words, so that's where this comes from. It's just occasionally when it gets to a long word, he just doesn't know how it's pronounced.
Alright, so you are now at strife level 2. You've disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks. And you now have disadvantage on concentration checks.
Great.
Pixel, did you roll an additional damage die then as well?
I did.
Okay. Oof.
Technically, that was only if you succeeded on the saving throw.
We know what I'm
well,
going to do.
No, on
then-
failure, it makes the attack at disadvantage but deals an additional damage die if the attack is successful.
Okay.
Yeah. Inoltrare.
All right. First up, Portent. It's a free. It goes to Tiffany.
Okay.
And second of all, I am going to boo. I am going to boo Tiffany.
Wait, she's already going to be rolling just a free. Oh no, because that takes away a dual action, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, Tiffany, you kind of suck. I'm sorry. And my that's bad. It's a 4. I don't know. I don't think Tiffany can fail this.
Oh. I forgot to do something.
Oh?
When Tiffany's bubble pops and it hits, I also roll another die.
Ooh.
And on a 3, you become rattled until the end of your next turn. That means, Fee, until the end of your next turn, you can't take reactions, and you cannot use expertise die.
Oh shit.
Well, at least I'm not afraid.
Yeah, that is a pretty good one not to have.
Oof. How,
So yeah, like...
how bad is
whatever-
Fee looking right now?
how would Fee look as they're rattled and they're taking this psychic damage?
Fee's sweating a bit, but still at like 25 out of 39 HP.
Oh,
But-
they're fine.
I guess they're sort of, to strife. They're just sort of, I guess Fee's just sort of experiencing intrusive thoughts over how maybe they've irritated Inoltrare by taking some cheese without asking the other day. Even though obviously Inoltrare would have let them have it.
I think Nimbus, having seen Inoltrare booing at Tiffany or attempting to boo at Tiffany, just got to follow suit. Just is doing whatever Inoltrare is doing, but trying to do it better.
All right. Well, then both of you make an intimidation check.
I made mine. It was 4.
Yeah.
It was real bad.
Okay.
I don't get an expertise die on intimidation. I don't have proficiency. This is still at disadvantage. I do at least get +4. Yeah. So I think Nimbus just looks over like, Tiffany, that's really mean. What did you even say? This doesn't look like it's very fair. And I've rolled a 14 total.
All right. So for Inoltrare, Tiffany rolled a 13 on the wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Wait, what's... oh, wait, sorry. She rolled a 3. I should have given the Portent out second instead of first.
Oh,
She rolled a 3, but then with her modifier, probably still beats my 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the modifier, it becomes 4 with the modifier.
Oh man!
What a waste of a turn, Nick. Classic.
With the modifier, it becomes 5.
Oh, even better.
Nimbus, it's all on you to boo.
Mean. Didn't think this would go like this.
So, let's see. That's a natural 1. That's not.
Should have been the other way around this. Like,
Tiffany's going to lose a dual action. Fee, your turn.
Okay, so Fee's basically just quietly muttering to themselves. Okay, what if they... do they really mean this about Tiffany? What if they think this about me as well? And they're going to move in. And because of the portent, that's a natural 19 plus numbers.
All right. Have you made a roll since the portent?
Nope.
No, you've not, so that's going to hit.
Yep, 26 if it matters, but... that is 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Remind me, my attack's at disadvantage now.
No.
Saves.
Okay.
You can't benefit from expertise die, and you can't take reactions.
Okay. Let's see. That's a 14 plus numbers.
14 will hit.
Okay, and that's another 9 points of slashing damage. And I'll save my last action, my last dual action, because at the end of my turn, I believe that wears off.
Yep, it does.
Get him. And that's my turn.
Nice one, Fee.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah, well, with one of her dual actions gone, Tiffany cannot do her strat of teleporting away and then attacking.
Haha.
So is going to lean into your face, Fee, and then just for a tiny, minute span of less than a second is going to whisper something.
Okay, does this count as a spell attack?
Yes.
Arcane Riposte.
Haha!
Okay, so you respond to an incoming attack with magically infused attack of your own. Make a melee spell attack against the creature that attacks you. If you hit... Okay, and because this is from being a tiefling, it's limited to only doing fire damage. Okay, so that's a melee spell attack. Do I have any penalties to those?
Do you?
I don't think strife affects, unless it's
Don't think
past
so.
using a one of those.
No,
abilities.
you should be good.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's going to be a +5 to hit. Ooh, that is a 12.
Just right beside Tiffany's head is where you lunge. You shook the rattle condition off, but it's still getting to you a tiny bit. And as she leans in to try to perform the whisper, like it gets to you a bit psychologically.
Oh, wait. Do I have an expertise die?
Do you have an expertise die?
No, we didn't cheer you this time.
Nah,
Okay.
we did nothing but booing.
Wait, how many rounds was it? How many rounds has it been?
Last one round, right?
Yeah, no, those are used for your next duel action.
No, I meant my, the inspiration I burned at the start, because that last number of rounds equal to my proficiency bonus.
Bum, bum.
I think this
I
is
suppose-
the third, or is it the fourth? Yeah, no, this will be the fourth round.
Okay, yeah, that's used up then.
Yeah, right. Well, I suppose you hit the side of Tiffany's head, but not the actual side, like right beside it. And as you make this attack, you see that where she was going to perform like a tiny whisper, like she kind of keeps her mouth closed almost on instinct as you move to make that attack. So she has missed.
Okay.
Kind of wish I knew what she was whispering, but it looks like it hurts when it does. So
I think this is why she doesn't talk much.
Right, Inoltrare.
Important time. That is a flat 10. We love to see it. I am gonna.
Sorry.
What were you saying?
I was going to say a flat 10 would mean most of my attacks will hit Tiffany.
In that case, yeah, I'll give that to you. Yeah. Absolutely. And then I'm gonna try a boo again, but like not do a 4. Great, a 6. It's not a 4.
Against an 18, I don't think it matters much.
No. I'm trying. I just shout like, Tiffany, I don't think you're very nice. And my voice is like actively cracking as I'm saying it.
Nimbus.
yeah, Nimbus is gonna follow suit again and be like, Tiffany, you're whispering really horrible things, aren't you? And that is a 17 plus 4, 21. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
I was hoping for a 22. No, that's a 6. So Nimbus, as you say, like, Tiffany, you're whispering really mean things, aren't you? You see her kind of like wince a bit, like expression-wise as well as body-wise. Like, what you have said has struck something.
Got a bit of a thing about that, hasn't she? She doesn't like being mean, but that's what her voice does.
Yeah. Maybe she doesn't have any control over it.
Fee, your move.
Okay, so that's going to be a 17 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
Yay!
Max damage for a total of 10 points of damage. Slashing.
All right.
And second attack. 17 again. I rolled an unnatural 10.
Nice. That's another hit.
Okay, that is 7 points of slashing damage.
7 points.
Yep. That's my turn.
All right. Tiffany looks like still pretty shaken, not only from having received the attacks, but more so from what Nimbus said. She's not really looking at you or the others. You can intuit without an insight check that she's kind of like living in another moment right now. And like you can tell analytically like that's taking up time, and that also may be making her act a bit more recklessly, because whereas she could teleport away, instead she kind of like tries to shake her head like a tiny bit, get that resolve back, and like lean in for another whisper.
Arcane riposte. Sorry. Yep. I can use spell
Tiffany's
slots,
not
right?
a nice person. All right.
Ooh, that's a lot better. Natural 18.
Wow, seems like that was a careless whisper.
Oh, Nick.
Ooh.
Her
I
guilty feet
deserve
have got
your
no rhythm.
I deserve this.
That'll hit.
So it's easy to pretend. What's that? 3d6.
Yep, and disadvantage for Inoltrare.
Yeah, understandable.
That's 11 points of fire damage.
11 points.
I'm interested. Does Tiffany count as a fae?
Yes.
Tiff.
Okay, I should have been having bonuses to attack her this entire time then.
Oh, well. Perhaps maybe that's suppressed by the rules of the duel. Who knows? Maybe that's how we can explain that away.
Okay.
Because
I
that
guess,
would be...
yeah.
Do you have advantage against Fae, or like a bonus against Fae in general in combat?
It's range. It's the ranger's favored enemy deal. So
yeah, we're gonna say that the one-on-one duel like suppresses that, because that's a bit unfair when you're trying to have like a on the level fight with an opponent.
I mean, it's literally just the ranger's ability to attack a certain type of enemy.
Well, yes, but this is like an arranged duel, so like it's supposed to be like on like a fair footing.
I won't bother looking at what I get then.
And as you hit with that arcane riposte, you see her like almost buckle, her legs like shake, and she like strains to keep herself stood up, and I will tell you this for free, she gets knocked down to 1 hit point. She leans in, she whispers, natural 20.
Oh, no.
Okay.
As in almost like perhaps from fear and perhaps from pain, and perhaps he's trying to let out some of that sound, that like a wince that a person normally would be able to make, but she tries to keep herself from doing so. She like whispers like longer than she intended to, and you take pretty low 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
You take another level of strife.
Okay, 3 strife.
And A natural one. You shake off the negative effects. Like, you feel like your mind's beginning to fog up a bit, but you know that, like, victory is, like, just in your grasp. Like, no delay, like, no more getting shaken by this. Like, you need to snap out of it, and you do. Inoltrare, your turn.
Portents! Damn it! Okay, this time I'm going to give that natural 6 to Tiffany, and I'm going to attempt to cheer on Fee.
All right.
Performance check of, a 15.
That'll do it.
I go, Fee, you've got this! It's got to be just like one more, surely! And then that's me done.
Nimbus.
The booing has been going well for Nimbus so far, so he's gonna continue. And I think after like seeing her reaction to what he said last time, he's like, Tiffany, is that all you can say? You can only say horrible things.
You know what? I'm gonna say, like, just from how things have played out in the state that Tiffany is in, and like the events that have unfolded, and how like she is aware that she is on the cusp of losing, you automatically succeed.
Okay.
She kind of like just drops down to her knees, and like, whereas the look that she had at the start of this was solemn, she's trying to hold that up, but the facade is beginning to crack a bit, and you just like see a frown as she closes her eyes, and just like her head lulls to the ground just a tiny bit.
Oh no! Why didn't? Oh,
Fee.
Okay.
I think you've got this, but mechanically it's still possible you could fail every attack.
It's true. Oh, that on the floor. Okay. That's a 24 to hit.
How do you want to end this?
Okay, I think V just sort of drops one of their swords. Just gives Tiffany a sort of just sort of slowly draws the blade, presses against Tiffany, puts their other hand on her shoulder and says, "I think I've won."
Cut her head off, Fee! I think I got carried away, I'm sorry.
Okay, so double disadvantage for Inoltrare for the rest of the session.
Understandable.
And
Inoltrare.
Fee, in response to you, like, her head is still like lolling downwards. She's still like on her knees. She kind of like just gives a small nod.
You okay?
She's waiting for you to finish this. Like, you're intuiting you need to finish it.
Okay. V just, as lightly as they can, hits Tiffany on the sort of, not the actual sort of sensitive, like the actual head, but on the shoulder with the pommel of their sword.
And as you do that, she is pushed a bit like down to the ground, falls on her forearms, and then just like lays down, grabs the grass, kind of takes a breath, and rests a bit as Insomnia's Retractor floats down and into your hand, the one that you dropped your sword from.
Okay. I immediately cast Cure Wounds on Tiffany.
You do so. You can see that the bits where you've nicked her throughout the battle start to heal up. Her fur, which was kind of like sticking out from those cuts, like smooths over. But she kind of like remains on the ground for a bit as you are able to take a look at the new treasure that you have, one of the armaments of the gods, Insomnia's Retractor. P, do you have an open attunement slot?
I think so. Maybe because I basically forgot to list any of my magic, like 90% of my magic items. So effectively, I got the swords equipped.
Yeah, I was going to tell you for free, those swords are definitely fucking attunement.
Yeah. All I've got on my sheet is the sword, the drowsy dart, and the amber wings jewellery.
All right. Then, as soon as it like touches your hand, there is like a purple glow that pulses out from it, and you can feel that it has attuned to you after this victory.
Well done, Fee. I always knew you could do it.
Yes, congratulations. You are now the wielder of Insomnia's Retractor.
Nimbus is looking across to... Sorry.
Fee just sort of looks at Inoltrare and starts crying a bit. Says,
Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
What do you mean?
I didn't mean to...
You had to.
Yeah, they do have 4 levels of strife at the moment, so probably not feeling that great about themselves.
Yeah, so Nimbus
Yeah.
is looking across to Felix for like the okay. Like it's over. We can do stuff now.
Yeah, Felix has begun walking
Okay.
over to the rest of the group and gives you the nod, like, yeah, the challenge is over.
So Nimbus then rushes up to Fee and shoves a bottle in her hand. Says, "Drink this. It's laudanum. It will help."
It's what?
It's laudanum.
They drink it.
Yeah, it helps with the strife. You know, roll
Oh,
1d10, and on a 1 you get a short mental stress effect, but you lose a level of strife.
Okay, is that a d10, did you say?
Yeah, d10. Don't roll a 1.
I rolled a 2.
Hey,
I think that's me down to 3 strife then. Wait, was I on 3 or 4 strife?
but you're on 3.
You were on 3, so you can now take a bonus action and an action each turn again.
Yay.
But yeah, you see Tiffany slowly start to stand up off of the grass. She looks towards you, Fee, and gives you a small smile, but you can see that immediately it falters, and she doesn't quite return to the frown, but it is more poised to lean that way, expression-wise.
I'm sorry.
She looks to you, Nimbus, and her ears kind of like lower a bit.
I'm so sorry that this is... Why are you're so quiet? Is there anything we can do?
She looks to you, Nimbus, and make me a wisdom insight check.
Hate having strife. Wisdom insight, yeah?
Yeah.
I at least get an expertise die now. Oh my god. Dice. What are you? There we go. Right. That is a 12 plus 1. 12 plus 4. For 16.
She looks at you, and you can see that her expression is like almost like broken. She just like shakes her head in, like she's still trying to hold on to her emotions, but you can tell that there is like a hopelessness, like you can intuit from the way that she is moving, like she has tried, she has searched. If there was a way that you could help her, she would be like begging for it.
He just gives her a big hug, just holds her,
and she like leans into it, and she like wraps her arm around you as well.
I reach out and just put a hand on her arm and say, I know this probably beyond our skill, but if we can find a way to fix what's going on here, we will. And I'm gonna cast as a Hail Mary that I don't think will work. But I've got a 3rd level spell slot left. Remove curse.
You cast it, and she looks towards you with a look of thanks, but you don't need to roll insight to know that it is also a look of no.
Yeah, I figured she would have tried that already.
She pulls away from the hug, Nimbus. She brings the palm of her hand up to her eye and wipes away the beginning of a tear, but like gives herself a shake and like starts to calm down and bring herself back into the moment. Fee, she looks towards you and she walks up to you. She offers out a hand.
Fee, he's still a bit twitchy from the strife, holds out their hand and takes a handshake.
She notices like that little bit of hesitance, and like you see another little wince. Her ears like just dip back for a tiny second, but her hand is still outstretched.
Yep. Fee takes a handshake and says,
Good Jewel, you're a worthy opponent. This doesn't look as badass without my cloak.
At that, she, like, you can see a smile creep onto her face as she like nods, like, yes, it was a good duel, and she keeps her hand outstretched, but she moves it like over your shoulder, and your cloak suddenly like moves around the fire and into her hand.
that was cool.
Well, seems like your objective's complete.
Yeah, I guess it's time to wake up.
Tiffany, like, puts one finger up in front of you, and Inoltrare, like, wait a second. Ooh. And Fee, she kind of like takes the arm that the retractor is in, and it's a bit awkward because like Tiffany is 7 years old, so she's a bit shorter than you, but she's trying to like aim it in front of you. And she gives you a look of like try to focus.
Okay. He tries to sort of focus through the strife.
Focus through the strife. Focus on the retractor. And Fee, you get the feeling that she wants you to focus on what is outside of the dream plane, and the easiest way to do that is focusing on where you were asleep.
He thinks of Tricon Tower, and she's in Inoltrare's cupboard.
Inoltrare
And as you do,
thinks of that.
as you do, a beam shoots out from the retractor, and in front of you opens up a portal into the material plane, through which you can see your own sleeping bodies lying against the misty floor.
Cool.
Hey, wake up, sleepyhead! I kick myself.
Oh, you begin to move for the portal, and then you feel something like tugging you, making sure that none of you leaves through it.
Oh.
Like, both of Tiffany's hands are on you, like holding your rope back.
He's surprisingly strong.
Not very strong, just Inoltrare might be weaker.
Maybe.
Weaker than a 7-year-old rabbit.
She like looks to you with kind of like a dire expression. It's like, no, do not go through there. Nimbus, she walks up to you, and she looks at the items that you are holding that you have gotten from your own dream.
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, do you want them? 'Cause I can't take him with me, can I?
She holds out her hand, and she will take the items as you offer them to her. And then she does a gesture over the well of like bringing her hand upwards, and you see a bucket like ascend. It has holes in the bottom, so whatever this fluid, this glowing fluid that matches the color of the fire is, it begins to drain at the bottom of it. She fits the items into the bucket, taking special care with the ring to make sure it doesn't fall through one of those holes. And
put it on the
lowers
staff.
it down. Yeah. She lowers them down in the bucket and submerges them in the liquid. And then she puts her hands on the edge of the well, kind of like fidgets back and forth a bit. And about a minute passes. She makes the gesture again to bring the bucket back up. And then she makes another gesture to essentially like summon a gust of wind to dry them off. And once they are completely dry of this liquid, she hands the items... No, she doesn't hand the items back to you. She walks over to the portal, and then she kind of like chucks them through.
Oh.
And then Fee, she grabs onto the retractor, but like looks at you in kind of like, am I allowed to way?
VM allows her to take it.
She takes it, and she chucks it through as well. And then the portal closes.
Right. So that stuff's real now.
She looks to you, Nimbus, and gives a nod.
Tiffany, will you be okay without the retractor? It seemed important to you.
Tiffany looks to you, Fee, and gives like a little smile. And she turns around and lowers her hands before raising them up. And you see multiple different portals, all of different designs, like creep up from the ground. And she turns back to you with kind of this display of... She doesn't have the retractor, but she knows how to navigate this place. And, like, you can just get here by sleeping.
Nimbus looks over towards Felix like, how long have you not been doing this?
For a while. Tiffany, of course, is new, but her prowess in navigating the dream plane is like none I have ever witnessed in all my years.
Is there anyone else we should know about from your group that do this stuff?
Nobody yet.
Oh, you love being cryptic, don't you?
They both give a smile. That tells you, like, yes, they do very much enjoy being cryptic. Felix says, well, with that done, time to wake up.
I have to say, I like your style.
I'm
Sorry
looking
for all the
forward
times
to
I-
eating real cheese.
Sorry for all the times I slipped your hand into a ball of warm water.
You see Felix just, like, he's ready to say something, and then he just take a breath.
See, I've had to cast prestidigitation every single day to get the smell of pee out of Tricon Tower. Are you telling me that was you?
No?
Oh,
Probably
okay
a
then.
cat.
Yeah, I thought it was Tilly, but...
At this conversation, Tiffany is, like, cracking another smile and, like, just, like, shaking her head. And then moves to Inoltrare. Inoltrare, she touches your form. And then, in an instant, like, as soon as she touches you, you're not in the dream plane anymore.
Huh.
You are awake.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... oh.
Like, you feel her... Like, in an instant, you feel her push you through kind of like this portal, and for a second you see flames, you see, like, just the edges of the city of Korakii from your dream, and your eyes are immediately open. Nimbus and Fee, what you saw was that she had raised the portal back to Inoltrare's dream right behind him, and pushed him through. Nimbus, she also raises the portal to your dream. Fee, she raises the portal to yours. And Nimbus, she places her hand, like, not on your shoulder, she's not tall enough, but, like, on your arm. And gives you a look of, like, thank you. And then
Maybe again.
she nods and then gives you a push through the portal. And again, you see, like, the edge of your own dream before you awaken in Tricon Tower. And you notice that beside you, the items that were thrown through the portal are present.
Oh, yeah.
Fee? She looks at you with a smile.
Fee lowers their head and smiles back.
Yeah, and she gives you kind of like a little bow of congratulations before just like tentatively placing a hand on you and pushing you back through your portal. And for a split second, you see like this vast, dark city, tall buildings, just like stray bits of light around. And then you are out of the dream plane. You are out of your dream. You are in Tricon Tower. And you hear a knock on the door.
Fee wipes some dribble off their face and looks up. Do you want me to get an Inoltrare?
Oh, yes,
Fee-
please.
Fee, because you have been asleep on the floor, whereas most people's hair would be rugged, your hair has you try to make it look rugged every morning. Your hair has turned back into like this beautiful kind of like fey touched just styling.
He shudders and raises their hood again. Before answering the door.
So you open the door, and then somebody pushes through. Somebody very small. It's Capulet.
Oh,
Pisces said that I should check up on you.
Hi, Capulet. We're woke now.
I don't know what that means, but if you mean to say that you look like you've been sleeping on the floor, I agree.
We have been sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. And now we woke up.
Does Fee still have the Retractor, by the way?
I'd say you'd have picked it up, and you can have put it in your pocket.
Okay.
Pisces was worried when you disappeared from the beach.
Oh, yeah, that was
Went
weird.
down a hole.
Yeah, we went down a hole.
Did you discover anything?
There was like an aboleth?
Yep. And, Morgan was there.
No.
He froze us in fear. It was horrible. And he took a thing from the tomb.
Capulet looks to you, Fee, just like, you're sure?
There could still be an explanation.
I'm sure he had his reasons.
Do you know what he took?
He looks
Some
at
sort of
Inoltrare.
scroll.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was in this funny container prism thing.
I don't know.
Be sure to inform Pisces. On that matter, and Capulet walks up to you, Inoltrare. She like clenches her fist, and
cast
then
Mage Armor.
it.
Yeah, I can't. I'm
Yeah.
out of spell slots for it.
You try to cast Mage Armor from instinct. Her fist flies towards you, but it stops in front of you. And there is a note in her hand.
I faint. And then I come back up and grab the note. You know, I saw this happening, but I thought it was really unlikely, and I thought it was just a bad dream.
You see that written on it is, well, it looks like directions to the Cult of Petrichor headquarters from where you are positioned in Tricon Tower. But there's also what seems to be like a room number on there. Icy said that perhaps you should... Perhaps you should train to see if you can have the ability to control water or wind.
That sounds useful.
That would be useful.
It does.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And then I give Capulet a very awkward hug.
She looks utterly confused, not only from this gesture in general, but from why you are performing it right now in this moment. It is a very different reaction from the last person who has been hugged today. Well, you should know that they're going to train out in the forest outside the city. It's practically a boot camp. You'll be away for a while.
I run out of the room.
He doesn't like boots.
It's a bit of a sensitive subject.
It's a training camp.
Trainers?
The puts out an arm and just tries to calm Inoltrare down.
They're going to a place for a prolonged period of time where the elements that we need to train with are in large supply.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Wait, why are you going into the forest if there's a lot of water and wind that you need, right? Like, wouldn't we be better off going to, I don't know, the beach?
Because this kind of training requires focus.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well,
In any case, I doubt you'll make much progress. I've been training my hydromancy and my aeromancy, and it's been pretty difficult for me, so I can't imagine you'll find it all too easy.
no, probably not. You're really smart. I guess I
Of
can give it
course
a
I
go,
am.
though.
This to say, if you're okay with it, your wizard may be away for a while.
Oh, well. Sometimes you've got to go away to come back stronger, right?
He flashes back to several penny dreadfuls and their plays they've seen. Yes, absolutely.
Capulet, are we
You
going
see
now?
a faint sparkle in Fee's eye.
The group is leaving tomorrow. I'll be
okay.
staying here. Pisces trains me personally.
Okay. And Inoltrare will go up to Fee and manifest Tilly and just drape her over Fee's neck and shoulders and go, take care of Tilly. She doesn't need food, but she does need love. And she'll take care of you, and it'll be like I've been here all along.
Just remember that I do need food.
Oh, Ringo.
Tilly's voice.
Ringo, you are food.
Oh,
You're
no.
not going vegetarian on me, are you?
Fee looks at Inoltrare and says,
I will guard your cats with my life.
Thank you. And Nimbus, can you look after Mouse? And I hand you a mouse.
Yeah, he just puts it on his shoulder. Just
Mouse?
looks at it a little bit bemused.
Mouse doesn't
Are you
do
gonna
much,
have
but
enough-
likes cheese.
Yeah, are you going to have enough cheese in the woods?
I guess I'll take some with me. Cheese lasts a long time if you take care of it.
hey,
Does it?
Cop, will this camp have a writing, postal address? Will I be able to write to Inoltrare?
We'll tell you where the location is so you can write there if you want. Well, if you want anything delivered, you're going to have to wait until we send some sort of flying messenger out to you.
The first line of the address is secret cult training camp.
And Korea's like,
Oh god, this bullshit again.
Just well, I'm gonna miss you, Nimbus. Be careful, and Fee, remember that you're better than you tell yourself you are. Okay? And I think out of all of you, I know who I'm gonna miss most. And he
Nimbus, that's a big smile.
looks to the side, bends down on one knee and says, "Goodbye, Ringo."
I'll always carry you in my heart. Oh, I can't take the emotions. I need a little help from my friends.
You've always been there with good advice and camaraderie when I've needed it most.
I've got something I should give you.
What is it?
A while ago, George was looking for tools and borrowed one from one of his neighbors. I don't know how addresses work, but if you run into Maxwell, could you give him this silver hammer?
I will. And then he'll stand up and go, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. I'll see you all very soon.
Bingo has a heart.
I'm not getting so sentimental. It's only a few weeks.
Look, I've not been away from home very much, okay?
See you soon. It's fine. I'm sure nothing can possibly go wrong before you come back.
Well,
I'll just roll some dice.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll keep the place clean. Where's Felix?
That's a natural 20. 20 things are going to go wrong.
I go and stand by the door and I wave, and as I wave, I vanish from existence, casting Blink and rolling a 13. I figure I might as well leave like Bilbo Baggins.
Well, that doesn't usually work when we use it in battle.
And then in 6 seconds, I appear 20 feet away.
Capulet is
You're doing
standing
great.
with the others inside Tricon Tower, and she turns to them and just says, he does realize that I said that the group leaves tomorrow, right?
Look,
It takes him a long time to walk across. So.
he holds up a hand and says,
Do not insult the drama. He knows what he's doing.
Sometimes a leaving and a departure and a saying goodbye should be a little dramatic.
Wait, did you just come back just to say that?
I come back within 6 seconds when I cast that spell. I've got no choice. And then I rolled a 4, so I'm still here for the next 6 seconds.
Well, with any luck, when you come back from this training camp, you're going to come back with the ability of either hydromancy or aeromancy.
I vanish again.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather water or air. Maybe
"You're
air.
smart. You can probably do both."
What would you prefer, Fee? Water or air?
I guess air, because I've run out of it. I mean, I could go without water for like a day before I feel thirsty, but I kind of get lightheaded without air, you know? As by the way, on these character sheets, they don't need as much food or drink as other people.
Does Inoltrare pop back into existence?
He's just rolled a nat 1 on that, so yes, he does pop back into existence.
Well, I suppose I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Okay. I'm kind of nervous, but excited. See you
She
tomorrow.
begins walking toward the door and is like, I'll be telling Pisces of what's happened. And she looks over her shoulder to you, Fee, just like, thank you for informing us.
Fee just lowers their hood and doesn't say anything.
And she leaves. Congratulations, Tricons. You've survived your encounters in the Dream Plane. You have obtained Insomnia's Retractor, and in Inoltrare, you are heading away in hopes to learn a rare skill.
I'm going to a compound.
Why are all the small people you lot know really mean?
Great question, actually.
Apart from you and Inoltrare, you're not that mean. You're just a little bit.
What do you mean not that mean?
All the character development you had built with Tiffany over this one episode just like stripped away.
She doesn't mean to be mean, but she is. Like, she can't help it.
Oh, this is what Nimbus thinks mean is. It's not intentional. It's just anything bad.
Like, evil things, they don't mean to be.
They don't mean to be mean. It's just their mode.
Ah.
And
Their
Fee,
medium
what,
of communication.
what did she mean about you informed them?
I literally just told her that we saw Morgan.
Oh, right. Oh, that. I thought... Okay. And who's Pisces?
Fee will spend the next while Inoltrare is gone explaining all of this to Nimbus.
Yeah.
Just like,
At some point, he might understand.
there was significance in explaining about Morgan because you see, there's been a whole thing.
It's like when a kid asks a question and then just follows it up with why and then continues and just repetitively follows it up with why. That is, I assume, what Nimbus is doing for like the next 2 weeks.
There's always more questions.
Yeah, there's always more questions, yeah.
I guess
yes.
because they can turn their hand into a sword and because they're angry, because well, they're not.
Wait, they
their
can
name's
what?
not actually. Her name's not actually Cop. I just call her Cop because she acts kind of like a cop.
Wow, why are all of the tall people you know so mean, Nimbus?
I can't believe
Why is everyone
Fee's
so
character
mean?
growth has involved grassing to a cop.
Congratulations, you did it.
Yay!
Woo.
I hope you all had fun.
Yeah,
I'm going to have a long rest and
And-
lose my strife.
Yes, by the time that we pick up, Fee will definitely have lost the strife that they've accumulated.
But for now, they're kind of worried everyone's mad at them.
Well, actually, you lost some strife in the Dream Plane, and then you've lost another bit because you had a long rest in a safe haven.
Great session. That was lots of fun.
Yeah, but absolutely.
I love Tiffany. I want to see her again.
Yeah, she's fun. That's the neat little a neat little personality twist. That there's some dark reason why she's got to be mean as hell.
So your homework is to look up the meaning of mean. Like,
Well, you know, it's an
meaning of-
average. It's an average done by adding all of the the values of all the individual units together, and then dividing that result by the amount of units.
the meaning of mean and the definition of intent.
That's when you're inside a temporary shelter.
Oh no, this is going to continue this way until we end, just so you know.
It's,
Yeah, it is.
everyone, it's been great. Happy birthday, Nick.
No,
Thank you, Pixel.
it is not my birthday. Thank you, Pixel, for running this. It has been incredible.
The Guild of Icons Adventures is going to be going on a little bit of
a
little bit of a hiatus. There may be some sessions, some spare sessions in between some Fiend Nimbus adventures. But that's a maybe. But until it picks back up again, thank you for watching, everyone.
It's been awesome.
Yep, been fantastic.
All right.
Because the real hero is the person who's watching.
Yeah.
Not people, you specifically.
The one person who's watching. You know who you are. If you're watching
It's
this,
me.
it's you. It's no one else. Solipsism is real.
Those other ones, we don't care about them. It is all you.
It's all you.
By
Everyone else is
perceiving
Getting parasocial in here.
By perceiving us, you make us real. We don't exist when you're not paying attention.
Don't forget about us or we die.
What?
You can, of course, follow and subscribe if you want us to live.
I didn't sign up for this.
Oh my god. I should probably take over before we actually break the law. Yeah, that was incredible. Thank you so much, Pixel, for running that. A wonderful session. I really enjoyed that. That was a great look at the Dream Heart. One of my favorite planes. Sorry, Google Deep Dream. One of my favorite planes, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was awesome.
Thank you, all of the players, for playing.
Loved it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Before we go, on a brief hiatus, who wants to do some shilling? We love shilling. We'll start with Ben. Ben's always got shilling ready.
Always ready for shilling.
Always ready.
I'm playing superhero cypher game tomorrow night on Would Be Heroes Twitch. I play a rock magma monster bloke called Rex, and next Tuesday we have the next episode of Keith's group playing Cybertopia coming out on my podcast, Cybertopia AP, wherever you get podcasts from.
Hell yeah. How about you, Brie?
Okay, so Monday I'll be starting streaming something new. In my case, put the I've basically got a poll up to choose that. In my case, put that in chat.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Yep. So if anyone wants to vote what I'm playing next, the choices are Resident Evil 0, Golden Sun: The Lost Age, Castlevania: Symphony of the Night, and Dungeons of Hinterberg. And at the moment, Resident Evil 0 is in the lead by 1 vote. So get your votes in.
Symphony of the Night. Vote for anything you want, folks.
2 votes, 3.
How up?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You got anything else?
Oh yeah. And next week I will be playing. Oh yeah,
Should
I'll
be
be
playing.
on Blues channel for. On Thursday, I'll be on Blues channel for some Nordmark, and I'm guessing Nick's going to be talking about Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm done.
Okay, Pixel, how about you?
On July 3rd, it's Lancer time over twitch.tv/KaneSD.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I play not Morgan, but Morg-N. Morg-N, the lovable hacker scamp who makes life difficult for our beloved GM.
I thought that was Dusk.
There can be 2.
They all fit the bill, to be honest.
Okay.
As for me, I have not got anything happening next week until Friday, when Uplift returns for a 4th of July special. And by 4th of July special, I mean it's a normal episode, which already has enough 4th of July energy going on in the game, regardless. It is high magic, low lives. It's an extremely high-paced high chaos game. It is about a group of teens or sort of young adults who got so drunk or so high at Burning Man they developed psychic powers, and now the government are out to get them. Last time, they exchanged dick pics with the Wolfman. So we'll see. I say exchange. They simply received dick pics from the Wolfman. So we'll see where that goes next time.
They got a fan. I gotta say, I'm really excited about that one. That's a great one. I thought Mobius Command was fast moving, but that's got some pace to it.
Not slow down. It really does not. It's incredible. And that's all for me, but I'll probably do a stream in the week, if I'm feeling well enough and the heat isn't too much. But I'll let you know about that when we get to it. So that's all from us. A final goodbye before we go on a bit of a hiatus, but we will be back very soon, I'm sure. Goodbye. That's it. Words.
Farewells and
Very
absences.
well.
All right. Theoretically, we're muted. I've got the uplift outro on here because I don't know where the file's gone. Like the files, I have a rendered outro video file for this, and it's just missing. I've no idea what's happened. But I wanted to be able to put on the people. Why is? Oh no, I'm not muted. There we go. I was misreading things. Look, it's hot. So that's why this is happening. But I wanted to put on the people who support this channel and support streams like this. Because tabletop is not a category that does particularly well on Twitch. So without people supporting us, on Ko-fi and all that, we wouldn't be able to make anywhere near as many of these. So a huge thank you to the people whose names are coming up on the left right now. You can get your name there by going to ko-fi.com/HisCursedness and supporting at any of the tiers. So thank you so much. Icky-Fu, Supertalia DX, Willow, Al Wyvern, Ben Newman, Bringing the Revolution, Catbat, Neo Gets, 8-Bit Goggles, Aeon, Born Typing, Craig Perko, Crimson Hail, Envis Prank, Max Magana, Summer Bee and Terran Jokes. Wonderful, all of you. Again, sorry that this is the uplift outro. I have no idea where the file has gone. I legit don't understand. I might have to rebuild it from scratch over the break, and that's going to take hours. But well. But yeah, thank you all for watching. This is going to play through again for the next 2 minutes as a little outro. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.